Oh, yeah.
What is up, y'all? Thank you guys for coming back to the channel. Today, I have it's supposed to be a pretty simple install. I recently went to a car meet at Ace Cafe, right? It was supposed to be, didn't go down. It was a bunch of confusion. We just never was able to get me and my brother's car inside the event. As we're waiting outside the event, my check engine light comes on, right? I go and I check it, and please excuse the way my face look. I just kind of woke up about an hour ago, so still kind of getting my head together. But I was sitting outside, we waiting outside or whatever, check engine light comes on. And I was like, oh shit, here we go. I haven't got a check engine light in a little minute. Let me see what this talking about now. And I thought it was, in my mind, I thought it was something like what I thought it was. I was like, oh shit, I hope it's not that, but it's not, it's cool. But what did flash is the P0455. Now the P0455 is a fairly easy fixable code, right? 9 times out of 10, it's usually the gas cap that causes that code. You know, it's basically the emissions evaporator code, right? So if there's a type of, maybe your gas cap is not all the way on, so, you know, the actual pressure that's supposed to be in your gas is not being applied. So it could be the gas cap is loose, or maybe a bad gas cap altogether. Now, I know it ain't the gas cap because I just bought that gas cap about, I'd say a year, maybe close to 2 years. I've never seen gas caps go bad like that. It's possible, but I haven't seen it. So I canceled that out as being the culprit. I went and got, did some research, went and got the information offline, and I bought this piece right here. I'm gonna show you guys. Let me flip the camera. All right, so I went and got this piece right here, and it's this is basically like the evaporator canister module sensor, and a lot of times these get clogged. I was doing the research, you know, I was on G35 Driver, and a couple other G35 YouTubers that have replaced this have said the same thing. You know, the old one that's in the car, the stock one, gets clogged. Now, here's the thing. There's 2 different types to this. There's this type, and then there's another bigger type that has like a whole big silver metal sensor that goes on the front. A lot of times people say when you change it, go for the other one, not this one. But I figured, let me go ahead and get this one, just knock it out. It was like 20 bucks. You know, I feel like it'll last me just as long as anything else. The other one lasts me long enough. So, I mean, again, this is a 03. So it's not like, oh my God, it's gonna go out again. But, so I just went and got this one. And we have my brother down here help me. Was also, you know, that mechanic guy that comes to your house. So he's helping me out with this, basically doing it, to be honest with you. It seems like that's what he's doing. Mind you, also, yesterday, I'm filming this on the 8th, but yesterday was my birthday, so I think he's giving me a nice little birthday gift by helping me out with this shit.
Man, no. You know, just being the brother I can be, you know what I mean?
Best brother you can be.
Broski, the only issue is that the wiring for your lighting, I might have to cut like a few zip ties to get the plastic off.
Okay, that's fine. That's
the
fine.
one that's on the hanger for the right.
Okay, let me get the blade.
Okay, that's
so
all I need.
I'm gonna get down there with him, y'all, so I can kind of show you guys what's being taken off from this thing. Okay, so let's go. All right, guys. So the actual canister, as you can see, my brother's going ahead and unscrewing it. Is right behind there. You can kind of see it. Kind of see it. My finger will be in the way, but like in that area right there.
Yeah, it's on the passenger rear.
Yeah.
We'll just got to take off 4 10mm bolts.
4. Okay.
Yeah, you got 4.
So there you go. You hearing him saying, right? 4. You got 4 bolts you got to take off.
Yeah, 4 bolts. So you got to take off. You need an extension. You're going to have to use an extension, a 1/2 inch extension to take these off. If not,
it's gonna be difficult for you.
Yeah, it's gonna be difficult for you to take it off. This is your shield. Okay, this is the canister right here, the Evap canister.
Okay.
right here.
Yeah, I see it. It's
So,
right
Yeah, this
there,
one right here.
y'all. Right there.
You have your plug up top.
Canada, the front need to focus. There we go. Right there, y'all.
This is your canister right
Yep.
there. And then you have a plug up top, and then this is your
Yeah, you gotta twist it.
yeah.
And then there's a sensor connector, and then there's like the hose as well. Now, I didn't see which way you gotta turn it. I don't know if it's left or right, but we're gonna see right now as my brother's trying to get a hold of it. Let's see by looking at this. Oh, you just gotta kind of turn it like half a turn, and then you should be able to get it off. I'm thinking half a turn probably in any direction, but I could be wrong.
Got it.
Left or right?
Left. Towards the
tire.
engine.
Okay, towards the engine. So turn it left, y'all.
Turn it left. This comes out.
It just pulls out.
This pulls out.
Yep, that's the hose right there, y'all, if y'all can see it.
And then this connection right here.
And then, yeah, it has a sensor connected to it as well. That might be difficult. All right, guys, so we took the other one off. This is the one right here. This is the old one. And it was really seized on there. As you can see by, like, this is where the sensor was. And that shit was not coming off. As you can see, the whiteness on it, it was like on there hard as shit. We had to push down really, really hard just to be able to get the sensor clip off. But a lot of times with these modules, these sensor modules for the Evap, gets clogged in here. A lot of times people say, okay, screw it, I'm not gonna buy another one. They'll end up like cleaning this out just to kind of, you know, make sure it's getting a good connection. But I said, you know what, screw it. Let me just go ahead and buy another one. And I bought another one because when I was at the car meet with my brother, it flashed that P0455 code. And then after driving it for a little bit, it cut off. It never turned back on again. So I was like, you know what? I don't want to be caught out there and then this creates a bigger problem for me later on. I just said, screw it, and bought a new one. So that's why I'm changing it right now. So we're going to go ahead and put these things back on. We'll put this one back on, throw this shit away, and we'll go from there. All right, so let's go. All right, y'all, that was a hassle and a half. Look at our hands. I thought it was going to be we thought it was going to be a straight plug in, take out, put back in. But yo, we damn near almost had to take off the whole canister. And the canister is the actual unit that the sensor module plugs into. There's no leverage for you to plug it in and turn it because the subframe, the rear subframe, is blocking all of that shit. So we had to like take off clips and screws and everything to try to get it to tilt the canister enough, right, to be able to plug the module in and then turn it to the right position. So if you guys notice, okay, the canister goes in like this, right? It's upright, but you have to turn it in sideways to get it to this level, right? When you turn it in this way, there's a knuckle, there's a subframe knuckle on right in front of this right here. So when you're trying to put it in, you can't put it in from this side. So you put it in and you turn this way, but you can't turn this way until you either drop the whole canister or you take off the bolts and the clips enough to be able to bend the canister on the left side of it and then squeeze this in and then turn it upright. You damn near got to do it with two people. So I'm kind of like grateful that my brother came through to help because there's no way I'd have been able to do that by myself and not drop the canister, without dropping the canister and do that by myself, because you don't have enough room under here to really get your fingers in. And you know, we got big ass hands, so it's like, it's hard as shit for us to get that shit in, man. But, you know, we got it in. But yeah, let me go ahead and, let me try to go ahead and close out the video. All right, so I'm gonna close out the video today, guys. That was a hassle and a half. Didn't realize it was gonna take that long. Not really long, it was just, we didn't know we had to do, like, to get that damn module sensor off, the Evap sensor, it was just a lot. It was a lot to have to deal with. If you're trying to do this yourself, just know that you're gonna probably run into a little bit of problem, especially dealing with these older G35 models. You know, a lot of the shit is seized on, a lot of the plastics, a lot of the clips are hard to take off. So just kind of keep that in mind when you're trying to, you know, take off a sensor or a hose or something like that. You're gonna have a problem where it's gonna either be seized or it's gonna be dry rotted, or it's gonna be so messed up to the point where you don't want to pull it off too hard because the clips might be dry rotted and the clips are gonna break. Like, remember the clip that I had in a previous video? I showed you guys that my solenoid clip had broke and I had to get a whole new solenoid clip. So it's the little things, y'all, that turn into big issues later on. So just know, keep that in mind. Big shout out to my brother coming through and giving me probably the best birthday gift he can give me, and that's a hand in fixing my car. So big shout out to him. I'm gonna I'll talk with him later and see what kind of what Instagrams or whatever he want me to leave on the bottom for you guys to go ahead and follow him. Also, you guys can see his car, you know, his Mustang, and go from there. But yeah, with that being said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you learned something. As always, like I tell you guys, till next time, man, hey, enjoy 2022. Make it the best year you possibly can. And as always, stay humble, be peaceful, and stay driven. One.